Good afternoon, COVIDians. Bit of a false start on that one, but late afternoon here in Great Yarmouth, about 2 minutes to 5 by my old-fashioned analogue clock. Thank you for your likes and shares of the previous videos. If you hear any whining in the background, it's not a spacecraft landing, it's just the washing machine getting through its final but one load. I want to share with you something kind of important today. I also want to share with you something perhaps that is quite upbeat. My wife, as you know, suffers with mental illness, bipolar disorder and other associated conditions. Yeah, they've been changing her medication recently. Okay, now this morning, she won't mind me saying she was very bad. She was depressed to the extent that she couldn't even move or get out of bed. That's what bipolar and depression can do. Now, what I want to share with you is that, frankly, our GP surgery are as good as they could be expected to be when I contacted them via their email contact system. Yeah, they were good. They got back to me on the phone, wasn't able to answer, but left a really helpful line, a helpline number, and also other means where I could get back in touch with them. So that was good. But I want to share something else with you, and this is partly as a result of somebody I was talking to when I actually went up and had to wait for something I had to collect from the GP surgery at their window. Yep, fair enough, it's social distancing, it's COVID, and of course I'm quite happy to stand in line and just wait for my turn to be seen. I'm not blaming the practice for this. I'm blaming the government. Yeah, there was a person there who had to collect a form that she needed urgently today. Yeah, I won't give any details about her away at all, but it turned out that, like my wife and myself, she was caring for somebody who was seriously mentally ill. And it was a case of sending this information back to the DWP, God bless them, or if the information didn't get to them within 3 days, and bear in mind, she told me as well as talking to the receptionist, she was quite happy to tell me this claim had been going on for 8 years. 8 years. Trying to claim for a mentally ill person she takes care of. Yeah, I won't give any more information than that. Yeah, but it had been going on for 8 years. We talked just briefly while she was waiting for things going backwards and forwards, and we were both in agreement that the government treats mentally ill people and disabled people and people who are old and whatever like we don't matter. We don't exist. They don't fund the services that should be there to care for us. They don't make the appointments available. I know that people from our mental health team, Norfolk and Suffolk, have meant to have even contacted my wife, and they haven't been able to. They haven't done so. I know that ours is one of the worst performing NHS trusts in the country, Norfolk and Suffolk. I know that they're under special measures I know that they lose things, they can't do things. I know that files have been switched from one list to another to make it seem that the person had been seen quicker. I know also that when it comes to young people's mental health services, our trust is appalling. Why is this? Well, quite clearly, massive cuts by the Tories. People not even wanting to work for and work in such a trust that is so badly performing, yeah? And doctors and nurses leaving the service. But we both agreed, as before she got the information she needed, we both agreed it is the will of the people in this parliament, the ones who sit on these benches where you can, well, in this case it's a brilliant painting, isn't it? Yeah, you see the monkeys sitting. Yeah, it is their will when they sit in this panelled palace of Westminster, where the elected government, those with the most power, sit. It is Boris and his party's will that we're killed off. They want us dead. Honestly, they want us dead. There's no question about it. They want us dead. And we both agreed that they are delighted that COVID has come to wipe out the sick, the weak, the old, the vulnerable, even the mentally ill. Yeah, COVID has come, and believe me, the government couldn't be happier. Yeah, they have to hide their sense of delight, but Johnson wants us dead. The reason he wants us dead is we're a burden on society as far as they're concerned. We claim money from the state. How dare we do that when that same money could be given away to his billionaire chums, when that same money could be bailing out his billionaire chums, when that same money could be used in tax breaks for his billionaire chums. Much easier if we are dead. Yeah, that's what it's come down to. Yeah, think how many of us with illnesses and disabilities, how many of us who've been forced back to work, to job searching when we were mentally or physically ill. Think how many lives were taken. Yeah, over 130,000 in the time that the Tories or the coalition government have been in power. Over 130,000 people have died. Yeah. They want that to happen. They've been investigated by the UN Special Rapporteur, yeah? Twice. They've been investigated twice. Yeah. And this policy, now that it comes to be necessary to pay for everything that COVID has caused, is going to be extended. Sadly, more of us are going to die. They present us to society as a burden. Disabled hate crimes committed against disabled people has gone up, like, racially motivated assaults and things like that. It's gone up. Yeah. Why has it gone up? It's gone up because subliminally they are giving out to people, we're scroungers, we're worth nothing, we don't count, better that we were dead. Yeah, I'm sure it already happens. When I was a kid, people used to bully people at school and go, you spastic, especially if they were wearing braces or whatever on their legs or whatever. I'm sure that's already happening. I'm sure the Tories want to see a society where hate towards disabled people, yeah, is what people feel in their heart. They hate them. They're imperfect. They're horrible. Yeah, they're not the kind of eugenically bred, great white British person that they should be. Their lives are worth nothing. They should be put down. We have Tory MPs who've said disabled people should be put down. They hate us. For God's sake, please stand with us. Please stand with us. Fight this government. Fight back. Join us in a group like Disabled People Against the Cuts. Just look them up on Google. DPAC. Join us. They want us to die. They can't yet send us away to active killing centres. They can't do it yet. But who knows? There may eventually come a time when they will do it. Yeah? That's what it means about living in this dystopian, right-wing, virtually fascist society ruled by fascists like Boris Johnson. Take care, folks. Please spread that around, because it just proves that, paying for COVID is going to be on us. Yeah. More cuts to everything done to help us. We're going to pay. Yeah. Not the billionaires. Bye.